Okay, it's 8:30 in the morning. There's just no chance of getting up or getting out any earlier. I woke up at 5:50 this morning and it was freezing. It was 38 degrees. I don't have a big enough sleeping bag for that. So I've got like 3 shirts on. I've got this little North Face jacket inside my sleeping bag, and I'm still cold. So there was no chance of getting up early. Just can't cycle comfortably and that kind of stuff. So looks like I'm just gonna have to change my pattern. I'm gonna have to, one, probably pick up something a little bit warmer to sleep in, because I think it's gonna get colder and colder as I go to Missoula. So, but two, I'm gonna have to change my riding pattern. I'm gonna have to start later, probably start at 9. And I'm gonna have to probably ride into the 5-6 o'clock, I guess. It's not really the kind of things I like to do, but it is what it is. Here's something else. Look at this. So here it is cold, because right now it's 43 degrees. So here it is. I'm trying to warm up, I'm trying to pack up. And I basically put my tent in the line of the only shade tree, the only tiny tree there is. Instead of it being in full sun trying to warm things up, I basically hit the pattern of the sun when I don't want it, instead of when I've been trying to do it all these other times. Oh well. 30 miles done. This was a lot easier than yesterday. The wind is really light. But I haven't hit the real climbing yet. The real climbing starts in about 5 miles, and that's going to be a real attention getter. But if I don't have a 20-mile-an-hour headwind into a real climb, life's a lot easier. So, beautiful country here. Just nice land. Looks like they're doing some farming out here. All right, big climb ahead, 2,000 feet. Once I get done with this, and it's 40 miles downhill. I mean, gradually downhill to my awaited destination. I gotta think I got at least 5.5 more hours on the bike. Probably minimum. This climb is a monster climb. So here we go. Just get it over with. I'm 2/3 up. It sure doesn't look like it from the picture, but it's a lot of climbing. A lot of wind. 750 more feet to climb. And then this thing's behind me. While I'm at the top, I didn't expect to see a bunch of cows up here, but it's a climb. Now I get to go downhill a little bit, but it looks like I still got a lot of heavy headwind, so that'll negate a little bit of it. Well, this is Virginia City. They got a cool little mock-up of what it used to be like. You can kind of like walk in museum style into some of these little places. It's a very small town. It seems like it's about, I don't know, less than 400 people. But they've got this one strip, and it's a nice little break. A couple of decent restaurants here. So I'm just riding through. I'm probably just gonna stay 10 miles down the road in Alder. I don't know if I can make it to Twin Bridges. That's 28 miles, and that might put me in at 7 p.m. I'm still looking at a pretty good headwind. All right, check this out. The little town of Twin Bridges, Montana. The city is a bike camp. It's right next to this awesome river where they basically built a really tiny building, showers and bathroom right next to the stream, a little non-air conditioned, building with 2 rundown couches in there, but still nicer than nothing. And they say you can camp anywhere out here. and it's designed just for bikers. So I'm gonna go and grab some food somewhere before I clean up, just because I don't want to clean up, leave my stuff here. And then I'm gonna come back and clean up, pitch my tent, enjoy the evening. Pretty awesome. No charge. Well, they're asking for donations, so I'll put a little money in the donation thing for sure. Had food, showered. Now I'm trying to decide whether I should sleep inside this building because there's nobody else here, or pitch a tent, and which one is perceived safer. You know, the 54-year-old somehow thinks that by pitching a tent that's actually safer and that I won't be jacked with. But, you know, my buddy Andre, he was here a couple days ago and he just slept inside. I think that's what I might do. But there are 2 doors, and it's not like you can lock the doors. But it's not like you have locks on your tent. Somebody wants to jack with you in your tent. The only obvious negative would be if some, you know, crazy person or homeless person or whatever comes in the wee hours of the night. They may be more likely to come into the tent and then want to have conversations than knock on the door of a tent. So there's electricity in there. That's a bonus. And if I sleep in there, first thing is it's not going to be freezing cold. So that that concern is out. But if I sleep in there, that means I can make a faster exit, simply because I won't have to unpack a whole bunch of stuff, set it up, break it down. It'll save me a good 30 minutes. And but if you come in here and you look inside, jeez, I mean, it's okay. Do I sleep on those raggedy old couches? Do I just put my air mattress on the concrete and then just sleep with my sleeping bag? Do I put my sleeping bag on these couches? I mean, look at that couch. I'm not really sure. Am I just being old and that was a big stain on the couch? I'm not sure. Am I just being old and too comfortable for this type of thing? I don't know if it's going to get hot in here. I mean, I'll open those windows over there to try to get more of a cross breeze. But that's my dilemma. So here's the other thing. Tomorrow, I have some massive climbing, like 4,400 feet. So I can go 28 miles to Dillon, which is a really nice town. That's a waste of a day, so I'm not doing that. The next place to stop is Jackson. Jackson's like 73 miles with the 4,400 feet of climbing. And from what I understand, Jackson is not a very good place. It's tiny. There may not be anywhere to stay, no bathrooms, maybe no convenience store, nothing. Or I can push 20 more miles on and go to Wisdom, Montana, where it's a little bit larger and actually are, some options. That's 93 miles with an insane amount of climbing. And if I get stuck in a lot of wind, it's going to be a really interesting day. So really, my fallback is going to be Jackson. I'm going to shoot for Wisdom. And the only way that I can incorporate that into my game plan is I got to leave right at sunup. I'm not going to be freezing in the morning like I have the last several days. if I sleep inside this place, I can get out quickly than if I have to pack up everything. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to kind of think through this. I may sit down on that couch and see if it smells before I make my decision. I don't see any easy place to lock my bike up except for over on that picnic table, which means I'd want to put my tent over there. That's my dilemma. Either way, I'm in Montana, next to a stream. I had a great meal, and I got to make sure that I put some good sunscreen on tomorrow because I just feel like I got burnt today.